And Heidi Ho, friends, we're going to talk about putting together schematic colored plans. We often have to do this at the beginning of projects, and it's a pretty simple process. This should be a short video. First thing you're going to do is find our schematic plans in your project browser. We've got kind of two different sets set up. We've got overall schematic dimension plans, schematic department plans. I don't really care which you use. It's going to be the same process for either. Doesn't make a difference to me. Next thing you're going to do is either set the scope box on the plan. Open the plan first, of course. You're either going to set the scope box here to the building that you want if you only have one, or if you're doing this for multiple buildings, you're going to go right click, duplicate view, duplicate as dependent. And of course, what that does is it's going to create a dependent view that shows everything here, but it's linked to this parent level 1 schematic plan. And then from there, you just set your scope box to whatever building you're working with, to whatever building you're working with, and you've got a plan that's ready to go. The next thing we're going to do here, I'm going to do it on this one since I've already got it set up. The next thing we're going to do here is place rooms in each of your units and corridors, spaces, everything you need. Now, in a garden style job, this is pretty simple. You're just going to go into the interior group of whatever you're working on, hit RM. You're going to go over here and call it whatever it is. This is, in fact, a 1-bedroom unit. If you want to call it, if it's a 2-bedroom, of course, call it 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, accessible, so on and so forth. You're also going to set the department here. Now, there should be some departments set up in whatever job you're working in. If not, you can create one just by typing it in. You're going to change this to, again, if it's a 1-bedroom, change the department to 1-bedroom. If it's 2-bedroom, change it to 2-bedroom, so on and so forth. You're just going to place it. And you're going to hit OK. And it's going to populate everywhere. Now, this is not the case in a corridor style job, and I understand that this is a corridor style job that I've got up here. What we want to do at this point, typically in the process, is place them inside the exterior groups. Eventually, you're going to take them out. I'm not too worried about that. Just hit OK on that thing. You're going to, I'm going to Control Z this though and do the correct way for a corridor style, however, because we want to put these in the exterior groups. So when you guys take your guts out, whenever folks tell you to do that, we still get the color, we still get the room sitting around there. Eventually, you're going to take those out, these exterior groups, so you can change the room numbers and anything else here that you might need to change by room type. So it's not changed by the group, but let's not worry about that for right now. I'm just going to go ahead and set that. You see my colors already showing up, but I'll show you how to get that if it's not doing that for you right now. We're just going to wait a second. And another second. Okay, cool. So now you see that populated everywhere. Here, I'm going to just take the color scheme off this here for a minute, just so I can show you exactly how I get to that point. So now we should have rooms everywhere. You can tell by tabbing to the X's, all good. You also need to put these in your common spaces if in a corridor style building. Name RM, come down here, I'm going to call this corridor. I'm going to change the department again to circulation, and I'm going to place that there. Now that fills up this entire corridor. Now I know that's janitor, which is, I think I usually call that a support area. I'm going to do that there. That is going to be our mechanical, which is also a support area. So I'm just going to place that there. That's going to be trash, also a support area. This is also a corridor. So I'm going to change that back to circulation. You're going to do this for as much and as long as you have rooms. Luckily, this is a pretty small little building. That is also sorry, wrong one. Support areas. I usually don't do these in the stairs. It's pretty obvious what those are. You can if you want. And that's everything but this little unit down here, which I forgot is a separate unit. So I've got to go here, do the exact same thing I just did. It is still a one. This one in particular is exactly the same as the rest of these. It's the ones above them, above this one that is not. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to place it. Going to hit OK. Should be good to go. Now, if you want, you see these room tags automatically pop up. I would, in this phase of it, I don't want this room number to show up, so I would select all in view and go here and just do name only. And now we get a nice clean name only room tag there. And then you can go back and hit the other ones that you populated through the groups. RT. And probably easiest just to go change this before you place them by doing that. If you got multiple one bedroom units, see, I might go through here since I do have another type of one bedroom unit on the second floor. I might call this one bedroom one. Got to go into the group and change that, my bad. Beautiful. I don't know what that is. I'll do the same thing back here. Cool. So now we've got all of our rooms set up. What we're gonna do now is turn on the color. I would like you to do this by going to the view template, whatever view template you're in. We've got a couple set up. They're mostly just for different scales. I'm doing this one at 8th. You might do yours at 16th, whatever you like. Just pick that out there. You're gonna scroll all the way down to this color scheme here. It's third from the bottom. You're gonna make sure that checkbox is checked for include. And then you're going to hit your value box here. It'll say edit. It'll say none. In this case, it says department because it's already where I want it to be. The drop down here, you want to say rooms. We've got a couple of other different things, HVAC zones, areas, spaces. We want our color scheme to be done by rooms. And then you want to click on department. So this is already indexed to the department input in all of those rooms that we just set up. So now all you got to do is go in and change the colors of each department style that you want to change it to. And inspiration on that, we've got a color scheme set up here in the standard unit file. Oftentimes what I'll do is just scroll down to this, do that, and just take a screenshot of it. I want to see all the numbers maybe. Take a screenshot of it, and then just here and input that again. go to your view template, hit include, hit the value, and then this will pop up. Make sure this says rooms and make sure you're on department. So if I want the 1-bedrooms to be 214, 219, 193, just gonna punch that. 219, 193, I think it was. Yep. Now, for example, this is gonna show up now. Now I'm gonna want to change this color of this corridor here to something else, since I already just changed my 1-bedrooms to the green. And that was circulation. Might just do this like a gray. Feeling like a gray kind of day. And there you go. You pretty much got your colored plan now. Now, if you need to or want to add shadows, sometimes something we'll do, you'll want to go into you'll want to go into this shadows parameter in your view template, hit edit, and then you just want to hit cast shadows. Now, this might show up a little wonky at first. Yeah, exactly. So what if it starts showing up like this, couple things you can do. Number one, create a floor all the way around this, just your standard concrete 4-inch slab on grade, and that will give the shadows something to latch onto. The other thing you can do too, and this is going to be in, is it here? What we want to do is change the is it oh yeah, you want to go to lighting here, hit edit, go to hit this in session lighting button right here under sun setting, and see this ground plane at level says U2. We want that to be level 1. You can also raise this a little bit. You can also play with this to get it to be a little bit lighter, a little bit darker, whatever you want to do. The azimuth and altitude will kind of play with your sun setting, so it can pop up the way you want it to. Yeah, see now that looks a little bit better. So that's pretty much the way it is. You can do the same thing for second floor, third floor. Units, I just took this and I right-click, duplicated with detailing, and then changed it to the units. Our unit that I have here. And again, you're just going to change the scope box just like you normally would when creating a new view, to have this show up, and then duplicate as dependents whenever you want to do another one. So that's pretty simple. You can also this is where kind of all the other schematic view templates that we have in there set up for different scales come in. You could just switch this to the one that's a 1/4 inch if you want to do your units as well. So let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching.